Hello. I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about your bibliography assignments. This will probably take more than one video to do, but I want to start by looking at your first bibliography assignment and demonstrate how it connects to the essay assignment so that you don't get yourself confused as to what you are supposed to do. Each one works together, and they're very important because what you tell me on the bibliography assignment will tell me a lot about your progress on the essay assignment and how well you understand it, and then I can give you feedback to help you to direct your paper in a good way and help you to make sure that you don't make a lot of mistakes or have problems on the assignment itself. So let's look at least part of what you are asked to do for the first bibliography assignment. It says reread the assignment for essay number 1 and answer the following questions. Okay? So first you have to go to the essay information section of your class website, and you see that this essay, the first paper, is explained right here. It says fill in the blank. Select one of the fill in the blank statements and insert your own observation to complete the statement. Argue your position with specific examples and appeals. In addition, include one strong counter-argument that supports the opposing viewpoint. Avoid writing a Formula 5-paragraph essay. The very first question that you are asked here is, which of the 3 prompts you have decided to address, and why you wish to write on this topic. You'll notice that there are 3 options here. Evidence that stories are important to human existence is shown by blank. The stories we tell others shape us by blank. The difference between a story that inspires and or teaches and one that merely entertains is blank. Now I will suggest that you take the time to avoid a very generic and redundant answer to this. Try to come up with something very specific. A claim statement, that's what you're going to have in your very first paragraph as shown here. Your claim statement, which will be your thesis, will be essentially this sentence with the fill in the blank, but try to come up with something very specific. In your bibliography assignment, you're asked to tell me which of the 3 prompts you're going to choose, why you wish to address that topic. What is your thesis statement? How do you plan to interview, or who do you plan to interview for the assignment, and why? Because if you will notice, one of the requirements of this assignment is research. In this assignment, you are going to conduct a personal interview with someone who can provide information or insight on your topic or thesis. You should choose that interviewee carefully and make sure that you adequately prepare to use the information you gather to help you make your point. In other words, you're going to talk to somebody, a friend, a family member, a teacher, someone you know, that can answer some questions to help you develop your ideas rather than trying to come up with development all on your own. You can certainly use examples that you think of, but you're going to want to use what other people have said. Does not necessarily mean you agree with them, but you can get some. This is a kind of a first chance way of doing that kind of research. Okay, so I'd like you to tell me who you're going to interview, who your first choice is anyway, why. Try to come up with at least 5 questions you may ask that person. Again, I will make some suggestions here that will help you. That don't do generic questions, don't do vague questions, try to avoid yes-no questions. The last option tells me that you're going to tell me about backup topics, any backup interviewees. If you don't like one assignment or you don't think it's going to work out, do you have a backup topic? Do you have a backup person to interview in case your first choice can't do it or isn't really going to help you? Any other questions you have for me about the assignment? Many of the bibliography assignments will give you an opportunity to ask such questions so that you can perhaps better understand a specific point in the assignment. Use a word processing program to write and attach the file. Save in Word and portable file format. You will notice that in this assignment I've also suggested watching a YouTube video that I have about interviewing, which will give you some very specific hints on how to conduct an interview, what kinds of questions you should ask, and some other hopefully helpful hints. Something very important to understand about all the bibliography assignments is that, as you might notice, each essay assignment is requiring a certain kind of research. In this, the research is a bit more informal. In other papers, you're going to have to find articles or books or other types of sources, and you will be asked to list those sources or potential sources. You'll be asked to summarize some of the information that you find. So do be aware that the requirements for research will probably be a bit more strict and lengthy in future assignments. Thank you very much.